Welcome back to another episode of Sports with Don, and I'm your host Ezra, aka Don Mkhotsi. And man, this is our last episode for season 2. It's been wonderful, man. Thank you guys for following us until up to this episode. But we have to end it off on a special note. It's the CAF Champions League final. And listen, we have to talk about it. I don't think at the start of the season I would have been saying that Chiefs in the CAF Champions League final, but it's a real, man, and we here. And before I get emotional, whatever, I'm never alone. I'm a Lumko, man. It's a difficult time in South Africa right now, bro. So how are you, man? How you holding up, and how you feeling about the final?
Greetings to everyone. Greetings to you, my brother. How am I? To be honest, I've seen better days. I'm not that good, with everything happening in the country. I'm not that good, man, but the show must go on, unfortunately. So, in terms of the game, I'm feeling very, very, very anxious. I'm feeling very anxious, just like everyone else involved.
Hey, bro, anxiety is peaking hard, man. Anxiety is peaking hard, and with everything that's happening in SA, yeah, it's a lot. But let's get back to the game. Let's talk about Ahly for a bit. They're currently unbeaten. On a run, 12 goals in 4 games, if I'm not mistaken, and they're very disciplined. Most of their goals usually come, in the second half. Like I said, very disciplined. And come the 17th, what can we expect from Pizza side?
What can we expect from Vito? I think we can expect the same team that he has put out up until this point, which is a team that is very good defensively and very clinical up front. So I don't think he will change it up that much just because it's the final. We're still gonna see a very disciplined Al Ahly, man. So, and they might even be more disciplined now because there's a lot at stake.
Yo, man, Pizza side is hella disciplined, and I picked at their squad, traveling to Casablanca, in Morocco, and there's one player, that stood out for me. He has 14 goals this season, and he's currently being looked at by Nice, Galatasaray, goes by the name of Mohamed Sharif. Listen, what a player he is, a heartache. So now, as Kaizer Chiefs, how do we prevent such a player from causing us heartache in the final?
Mohamed Sharif. Yes, Mohamed Sharif, amongst other star players in the Al Ahly team, being scouted by big European clubs. He's their star player, so I do see him causing a lot of problems for us as he has done the whole campaign for other clubs. And most of the players in Al Ahly, man, they prefer to play and retire in Egypt because the pay is good and the country really loves them. So the need to go to Europe and seek greener pastures is not really there for them because Egypt really pays well for their players and they are loved by their country. So for us, I think he is going to cause problems. I don't see that changing because now there are teams watching him, so he might cause even more problems for us.
And he's not the only star in the Al Ahly team that's being looked at by foreign clubs, and just moving away from Al Ahly, going back to the Glamour Boys. We played well in the semi-final, right? The boys are well rested because we lost in the semi-final. So the boys are like well rested, they're ready. You could say, one could assume that they're ready. And we defended pretty well against Wydad, we didn't concede scoring that one goal, but it was 2 legs, the final is of just 1 leg. We can only get it right the first time. So how do we then approach the final?
We saw in the semi-finals against Wydad. Man. We were very defensive. I would call it ultra defensive, where we just literally played the 2 legs defensively, So, and it worked. So I think the approach will be more of the same. There's a saying that says, why fix it if it's not broken? And at the moment, it's not broken, it works. So yeah, I do see us being super defensive again and trying to get that goal or 2 goals and defending that lead by our lives, with our lives, just like how we did in the semi-finals against Wydad. So I don't think the approach will be different this time around from our side, Kaizer Chiefs.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, for real, And I think the first half for us will be the most challenging, I think Pizza side, they've been here before, last season they were in the final, so they're coming back, to come play again. And they know the approach. They know how to win the Champions League final. Whereas CAF Chiefs, we don't really know. We've never been here before. So we've been to finals and won them, but we've never been to the CAF Champions League final. So I just hope, we get those 2 goals, the nerves settle down. And, just speaking about our squad, we have not had anything about injuries or COVID cases. So one could assume that a Manyama, Kama, or Bavuma are back in the squad, right? And now, how crucial will it be having these 3 players back, and will it make any sort of a difference?
The squad players coming back like Manyama, Billiard, Bavuma. Yeah, COVID aside, I hope COVID doesn't really disrupt any plans. I mean, for me personally, I feel like everyone deserves to start, man. All these guys have put in a shift when they were called upon. If you had to ask me, I'll say Kuna deserves to start. I'll say Mavuma deserves to start. I'll even say Ahly deserves to start because of his performances in the last leg of the semi-finals. So everyone deserves to start, man. Like, everyone deserves to start up front. Castro Nukovic have been starting most games, but if you tell me Billiard is available, he will also. I'll also say he can start. You understand? So I hope whoever's selecting the squad selects them very well, and we get the best 11.
At this point, bro, it's in the football god's hands right now, man. All we can do is hope that, the starting 11 that will start. I mean, all these players you mentioned, they deserve to start, but we can't start with 2 goalkeepers, or put that whole, 26 man inside, we have to just pick our best 11, whoever is picking it. And I have to ask this question, bro. Will it be La Decima for Ahly, or will it be first of many for Kaizer Chiefs? Are we winning the CAF Champions League?
Goes without saying, man. It goes without saying. Kaizer Chiefs, of course. I just feel like we needed more than they do. I feel like we needed more than they do, because for them, they're chasing La Decima, which is the term used in football for your 10th title, La Decima. And we are chasing our very first, man. But I feel like more from not only being a Kaizer Chiefs fan, but I feel like in a broader sense of things, I feel like the country needs this right now, especially with all that's going on. So I do hope Kaizer Chiefs pulls it off and they win, and the country can find some form of joy and comfort throughout this difficult period. So yeah, I'm rooting for Kaizer Chiefs all along, man.
I mean, it wouldn't make sense if you didn't go with Kaizer Chiefs, I mean, I think because it's our last episode, we can be as biased as we can. And, since this is our last episode, listen, the boys must bring it back home, right? Before I just close, the boys must bring it back home, all the best. Like I said, it's in the football god's hands. Hopefully, right here, we'll have something different. Right there, we'll have something different. But, last episode, bro. Any last words? It's been a crazy ride, So, cause the last episode, man. Any last words that you have for our viewers?
Any last words? Up until this point, I'd just like to thank all the viewers who have been tuning in since the very first episode of season 2. Thank you so much. Without you guys, we are nothing. Please stay tuned, for season 3. I'd also like to give a big shout out to you, Ezra, my brother. Thank you for the opportunity again. Season 2 is about done and dusted. I had hopes that we'd link up at UNCPT, and I'm in PTA. And yeah, there's COVID in between, but I hope season 3 we get to link up and give the people what they want, man. So all in all, I just want to wish everyone well, good health to everyone, stay safe, and I hope the country recovers from all these setbacks that are troubling us at the moment. But above all else, I'm a course for life.
And always remember, man, drink water, spread love, be safe out there, South Africans. It's pretty wild right now. So be safe. But always remember that empilweni yakho you need to support one team, and that it's this team. Because for life. Going for gold, baby. Danko.